Hey guys, happy Thursday. It's Shay and I'm back with another video. This video today is going to be on the 14 first-time homebuyer mistakes to avoid. It's going to be a pretty long video, so I'm going to break it into two parts. So this Thursday, today, I am doing the 7 first-time homebuyer mistakes to avoid, and then next week you'll have the other 7. So stay tuned. I hope you guys love this video, and don't forget to like and share. Also comment some suggestions, or also if you have any questions. So the first mistake first-time homebuyers make is they go ahead and start shopping for a home without applying for a mortgage loan, which means they don't have their pre-approval letter. I always talk about how important it is to have a pre-approval letter for 2 reasons. There's probably a few more reasons, but let's do the 2 reasons. One, you want to know what you can afford. You don't want to waste your time shopping around at houses that you cannot afford, that you won't get pre-approved for. So you'll either go in houses above your budget, or you might be missing out on houses that you actually can afford because you think you're only going to get approved for lower. So you have no idea what your pre-approval amount is, and you could miss out on an opportunity or be wasting your time. 2, that could help you stand out when there's a multiple offer situation. Say it's a house you love, you put in that offer with your pre-approval letter, and someone else puts the offer in as well, and without a pre-approval letter. It looks better to the seller because they know you are pre-approved for that amount of money, X amount of money. The other one is not approved yet. So that's really, how that can affect you. And so what you should do instead is, for sure, reach out to a lender, get that pre-approval. If you don't know any lenders, your real estate agent or realtor should have some preferred lenders they work with, and go ahead and get that pre-approval first before you go looking for a house, okay? And let's go to number 2. So number 2 is talking to only one lender. So a lot of people will go with their banks that they've been banking with for a while, or their real estate agent or realtor will go ahead and give them their preferred lender, or a friend maybe use a lender and they refer them to that lender. Whatever it is, I definitely recommend you going to about 3 different lenders. Compare the rates, compare the lender fees, compare the loan terms, and see which one suits you better. So you want to make sure you have a little bit of options. 3 is definitely a great number. Number 3 is buying more house than you can afford. So it kind of ties into the pre-approval letter, but it's a little bit different. So say you get a pre-approved for $300,000 and you're not comfortable paying more than $1,500 in your monthly mortgage. So $300,000, depending on how much you put down, let's say you had to put down 3.5%, that is still well over $1,500 in your monthly mortgage payment. So yes, the lender can approve you for a certain amount, but should you go that high, that's something you would have to look over with your finances and etc. and see what you're comfortable in actually paying. You don't want to stretch yourself super thin. You still want to stay within that budget. And just because you're pre-approved for that amount, like I said, doesn't mean you have to go up to that amount, okay? So the 4th mistake that first-time homebuyers make is they move too fast. So you want to make sure that you plan ahead when you're going to be purchasing a house, that you have some down payment money put aside and also some closing cost money. You don't want to go into something not knowing kind of what the expenses are, and that's something as well that you want to speak to your real estate or realtor about estimated what are the closing costs. Closing costs are normally 1 to 2% of the purchase price. Some new construction homes cover some of the closing costs, and even in some contracts, your realtor would add that into that the seller can pay that as well. Your down payment, let's say FHA 3.5%. Like I said, it all depends, but you want to make sure you have some money set aside and you have that planned out. That way you don't go in there with any money and not sure, and then you end up not sure of how you're going to be getting that money to purchase the house. So definitely, if you need to take your time to build your credit, etc., do that, okay? And let's go to number 5. So number 5 is draining your savings. So like I said, down payment amount ranges, but for example, say you wanted to put 20% or more down on your home because you didn't want to pay PMI. PMI is private mortgage insurance. Most lenders require that if you're putting under 20% down. If you don't want PMI, you put that 20% down or above. Be mindful that, say 20% of $300,000, that's $60,000. $60,000 down that you're going to be paying. And you know, the PMI is not even a substantial amount of money to add to your monthly payment. Do you really want to wipe your savings out at that one time, or are you okay paying for that PMI? Is this something you would want to, you know, discuss with your real estate agent, also with your lender? Okay, and let's go on to number 6. So number 6 is super important, being careless with your credit. So as we know, we do the pre-approval in the beginning of the home buying process, but your lender will check your credit reports and etc. again right before the home is going to close. And they want to make sure everything is still good with your financial profile. Nothing has changed. You haven't opened a new credit card account. You haven't bought a car. You haven't bought another house somewhere. Because any new loans on your credit cards or, you know, car loans, etc., can jeopardize your closing and cause you to not close, or the lender not to lend you that money, and that would be definitely tragic. So I don't want you to learn that lesson the hard way. So just know, if you are purchasing a house and you are under contract, do not open new credit cards. Do not buy a new car. Do not go take out a huge loan. Just don't do it. Don't do any of that. You know, make sure you keep everything great. All your information good from pre-approval to closing. Keep everything the same from pre-approval to closing. Don't open any credit cards, close any existing accounts, don't take out new loans, don't make any large purchases. I'm gonna say this so many times, do not do any of that on the months leading up to your closing. And then pay down your existing balances below 30%. You can still be paying down your 30%, pay your bills on time and in full every month, etc. And that goes to number 7. So number 7 is fixating on the house and not the neighborhood. So you'll fall in love with the house. It has everything you ever wanted, everything on your wish list. You love the house, but you hate the neighborhood. I recommend that you definitely, before you get shown that house, you make sure that you go look at the neighborhood first. Check out the schools. Check out how far that house is to your job or to your kids' schools, if you want to keep them in that school, or etc. Make sure you check everything out in that neighborhood prior to checking it out, so you won't waste your time, okay, or your agent's time. And then that's really it for right now, because there is 14 mistakes that home buyers make. Like I said, I'm only doing 7 today, and then the next 7 next week. So stay tuned. Please let me know if you have any questions regarding this video. If you have any video suggestions, please like, please comment, and please share this video. I'm focusing my videos right now on first-time home buyers. Since there's so many buyers in the market, I want to make sure you guys have all this information and you're making the right choices and not doing these mistakes, and how to avoid them. On that note, if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest into real estate, or if you know anyone who's looking to buy, sell, or invest, please have them reach out to me. My information is also on my page, but you can also have them DM me or send them my Instagram information. I'll be happy to help, and you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.